Hey everybody, it's e.bjjcomicnut coming at you with another video. This time we have two boxes that we'll be opening up in front of you and one package from Amazon. I ordered quite a few books from Amazon, so I don't know which one this one is, but I do know what this is. This is from a friend of mine, Joe Massimo, who owns Boo Coo Comic Books out of Arizona. Guy has everything you could possibly imagine, everything you don't imagine, everything you think that doesn't exist. He has it. The guy's an awesome guy because he supports local artists, he supports local writers, Kickstarters, whatever it is. He'll have it in his bookstore, especially on his eBay site, which is where he sells a lot of that stuff. So if you're looking for the underdog or a new writer or a new artist, more than likely he'll have them on his site on eBay. So in the description, down at the bottom, I will be adding his link to his Facebook as well as to his personal site and his website. Personal site, I meaning eBay site. This was purchased on Instagram. It's a guy that I normally buy from quite a few books from. I'll also, down in the description, give you his Instagram page as well. And without further ado, man, let's crack some of this stuff open and see what we got here. First, we're going to do this Amazon, see what we have here. Close this up, don't want to get cut. And a simple book that we received here. Good book, it's Comic Book CPR, which is cleaning, pressing, and renewing your comic books. I do press comic books. I do my own. I don't feel confident to do other people's. If I screw something up that's mine, hey, you know what? It's mine. I either purchase it a new one or, you know, just put it to the side. You know, sometimes you make mistakes, but I try not to. So I try to be as informed as possible and knowledgeable on what I am doing when it's time to press my books, because I really don't want to ruin them. I've been lucky to date. I've pressed probably close to 100 books, and I have yet to destroy or damage one with the heat press or any kind of cleaning. Some books come to you, they're just dirty from handling, they're in really good condition. And when I want to send them off to CGC or CBCS, what I do is I'll clean them up, press them, and I'll turn a 9.4 into a 9.6 or a 9.8. Which, you know, it jumps in value and it jumps in personal worth as well. So this is a really good book. It's called Comic Book CPR, Clean and Press, purchased in Amazon. It's written by Michael Frederick Sorensen. They also call him the Comic Captain. You can find him just on the website. I think he's CaptainComic.com if I'm not quite sure, but again, I'll find it on the interwebs and I will put it in the description. Pretty much everything that he has on the site is here, plus some here. So there's an additional, I would say probably 2 or 3 chapters that are not on the site that are in the book, which that's the reason I bought it. I wanted to see there was some extra secrets that he wasn't putting on his website that were in here. So again, that's Comic Book CPR, written by Michael Frederickson Sorensen, and it's clean, press, and renew, how to clean and press your comic books. So basically what it touches on is your humid chamber, how to use humidity to soften and renew your books, kind of like putting new memory into the pages, as well as a different type of heats and the way you should be setting up your boards in between your pages. I mean, he has quite a bit of stuff here, you know, correct heating. I mean, this guy goes into a lot of depth on what to do and what not to do, and the mistakes that he's already made, he puts them in here so that way you don't make a mistake. So if you plan on ever pressing one of your books or cleaning, I do recommend the Comic Book CPR, the Clean, Press, and Renew Your Books. again, by Michael Frederick Sorensen. You can look that up on eBay. I think it's going for $9.99 or $19.99. It's worth, whether it's 10 or 20 bucks, it's definitively worth the amount that you'll be spending. Well, let me put this to the side. And let's see what we got from our Instagram buddy. We have a box in a box. I love when they do that. It's got some of that popcorn filling in it too. It allows, you know, that bounce in the trunk, junk in the trunk. Clean this stuff up because it's driving me mad all over me. All right. Hopefully it's not another box in a box, which I don't think it will be. But you never know. Right. This looks to be like a graded book. Let's see if it is. Which it is, look at it. Unless he's... Nope, it's not a graded book. Sorry, guys. I do have some graded books coming in, so automatically you assume that. Well, let's not count our chickens until they're hatched. Let's open it up and see what we got. So, we have some regular books and a graded book. Again, guys, this right here is crazy. You spend the $3 to buy your painter's tape. You know, this makes life so much more difficult when you tape it this way. A lot of times when you're taking this kind of tape off, what it does is it rips the plastic that the books are in. And if it's a book that's not graded and you're trying to rip it off and you're not taking your time, you will bend or damage the book that it's coming in. So I implore, man, when you are sending books, use painter's tape. Don't use this other garbage. So let's see what we got here. So this is an all-star Comics Present Super Squad. So this is the first appearance of Power Girl, and it's also Brainwave's first appearance, as well as first all-star comic issue since 1951. So this was like a reboot on the. It's a 9.0. It's not the highest of grades, but it is a book that was. This book came out in 1976. So 9.0 is not that bad. You know, you probably can find better. But for the age, you know, it's not that bad. The plastic is definitely in good condition, which is something that you can't separate them, which is also good. Clips are on there pretty good. That's one of the things I worry about is when you get these books, sometimes people have tampered with them and you can open them up. And I don't like that. You know, sometimes people will tamper and take the seal out of one and put it on another one that's a lower grade. They'll stick it in there, and a lot of people are like, oh, well, they vacuum seal it. Yeah, you can buy that, and you can redo it again. So a lot of times, just go onto the website, too, and you can check with the serial number. I know you can do that with CGC and CBCS. You cannot do that with the, PGX. They're the lowest of the companies. I don't like dealing with them. I do like CBCS, though. Their grading tends to be on par with CBC or CGC. I'm so sorry. And sometimes they're stricter. Sometimes I've actually sent the book to CGC and it came back 9.8. Cracked it open, sent it to CBCS, and it came back a 9.6. So it was a little bit stricter on the CBCS, and it's been the other way around as well. So both of these companies are very good companies. Don't let anybody else tell you different. The only difference that they have is the plastics that it's encased. Okay, they use two different kind of plastics. One has a blue hue to it, and the other one is crystal clear. Again, I don't really notice the difference. It doesn't bother me. and so I will purchase CBCS books all day long. All right, let's put that to the side. See what else we got in here. See what I'm saying? That really bothers me, man. As an avid comic book collector, that's a no-no. So, look what we got. This is a Transformer Certificate of Authority certificate. Oh, this is comp number 2, the Fellowship variant by John Gallagher, and as it's one of 600 available. So this is number 167. Look at that color, man. That art is just so good. I'm gonna bring it a little bit closer so you can see. And there's a certificate. Very nice. I like that. And here we have a Ray. It is a number 2 in pristine condition. I really love Ray. Just for those who don't know, this movie will be coming out. I don't know exactly when, but I do know Vin Diesel he has something to do with it. He's either producing it or he's going to play Ray, or you know, Bloodshot is actually the character's name. So we will see what he will play or what role he has in it. But I do know this comic book is coming out. So if you have number 1s and the variants number 1s, hold on to them. They're going to be worth some money. This is a good book. He's a great character. You know, for the amount of money again that I purchased these books for, they're really good. So this one I'm going to be a little bit more careful with because it's a risky book, you know, a risque book, and I don't want to get in trouble by YouTube unless you want me to be a rebel. But you know, I'd rather not. I enjoy doing this and showing you what I'm getting in the mail, so I don't want to screw that up. And so one of the things with Joe from Buku Comics, by the way, I saved the best for last, okay? One of the things with Joe from Buku Comics, he will double package. So if you notice, you got your box, and then he puts the, you know, his popcorn foam in it, and he'll put the, so he puts some in the bottom, and then he'll go ahead and he'll put the book dead center to all the popcorn. See that? So that book, I've never, ever had a damaged book come from Buku Comics. It doesn't happen. Their packaging technique is by far the best that I've seen as of yet. Not saying that there's other people who don't package great. You know, like Nucadia.com, they, you know, do really good packaging as well. I've never received anything bad from them. But, you know, this is a comic book shop owner who takes pride in the product he's selling. He takes pride in taking care of his customers. That's what I like to see. So again, this is Joe from Buku Comics. Look at that. Love it. And you notice the only Scotch tape he'll use is Scotch tape that everybody uses to close the plastic. I mean, this is normal. This is fine. But when you're putting it all over the place and you're wrapping it up in it, man, and you're selling like that, I'm gonna be honest with you, you suck. Okay, so this is Pharaoh's Lounge, his comic called Pharaoh. It's just chapters 1 and 2. It is a risque. I just need to cover this up like it's. There we go. Well, no. Let's see. How am I gonna do this? Because it's still far away. So there we go. So again, this is, I've talked to you about him before. Pharaoh's Lounge makes the book, or excuse me, Pharaoh Kane makes the book Pharaoh's Lounge, and what he did was, now he has a book that each book I think has 2 chapters in it, and they're called Pharaoh. Okay, this particular book was made for Dragon Con, and it's the variant cover. I'll be honest with you, Buku Comics does sell a lot of his stuff. So if you're looking for some of the product or some of this publisher's books, Pharaoh Kane, you can find them at Buku Comics, or you can go directly to pharaohslounge.com. But a lot of the times what Pharaoh will do is he'll make an exclusive for a particular individual or comic book store like Buku Comics, and Buku Comics will be the only one to carry it. So they did have a variant. It was a Jessica Rabbit Venomized, so she was turning into Venom, and she had Roger Rabbit by the ears, and it looks like she, you assume that she was going to kill him, eat him, or whatever. So that cover you can find, I don't know if they have anymore because there was only 50 made, on the Buku Comics eBay site, but you will not find it on the Pharaoh Lounge site. Okay, so that's a little tip for you to know. Again, let me just flip this over so you can see. Again, there's great cover arts. The books themselves are great reads. I enjoy reading them. They are very fun reads. They're fast reads. They're not boring reads. So again, I do recommend them. And on top of that, you know what, Buku Comics has tons of different artists. If for whatever reason Pharaoh Lounge isn't your type of your thing, well, you know what, he's got a bunch of other stuff. So after you subscribe down below, I want you to hit the descriptions and click on any one of the links below so you can see where I got this stuff at, and you can purchase your own, you can do whatever you want. But you need to stop real quick. Don't click backwards, don't click forwards, don't X out of here. Go down below and subscribe. Like I said before, we have tons of stuff coming. Great stuff that I want to impart with you, share with you, and enjoy. Maybe you didn't know that this stuff existed. Some of it I know you did. But again, I love doing this, opening it up, showing it to you, sharing what I'm getting with you guys. And like I said, quality's only getting better. And I think it's been getting better from the time that we've done the first video to this video. I think this is video number 6 or 7 or 7. There was investments made so that way I can have a better quality product to go out to you guys as subscribers. And if you have any questions on anything in the descriptions, put it down below. Again, if you have criticism, whether it's constructive or not, put it down below too. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Have a great day, and come back when we get our next video. See you later.